Okay. All right. Welcome, everybody. My name is Wilmarose Orlanes, and you are about to sit in the classroom, the virtual classroom, and learn all about women's metabolic health. This is female, fatigued, and nearly 40-ish. And what inspired this class was basically, as a woman, um, I hit a wall a little while ago, and I'll talk about my journey in just a little bit. But I am turning 39 this year, and my friends, whether they're a little bit younger than me or they're a little bit older than me, we're noticing changes in our health and in our wellness, and we want to be as proactive as possible. So I'm hoping this inspires you to pour into your cup so that you may pour from your overflow. And if you don't know what I mean, DM me on Instagram because that is such an important topic, and I might touch upon it later. But let's just get started, shall we? If you don't know who I am Wilmarose Orlanes. I am a wife, a mama, a creative art director, pop stylist here in Los Angeles. I believe in natural and practical wellness, and I believe in whole health. And we're going to talk about whole health today. I lead with a grateful heart, and I love empowering others through education. So welcome. I will preface this class with I am not a doctor. I am a woman who uses natural remedies and prevention as a first approach. And I am going to be chatting with you all about the different tools and tricks that I have learned to use on my wellness journey. We're going to be talking about your metabolic health, my journey, my routine. We're going to be talking about the foundations of wellness and what I like to call your wellness toolkit. And those two last ones did not change. Let's see. So you always have a choice. I'm going to preface this. With anything in life, we have choices, and we can choose to do something and we can choose to not do something. But when it comes to health, there's typically two approaches. There's the modern approach, which is designed to manage symptoms. They're managed to put band-aids on symptoms and not truly address the symptoms at its root cause. In this approach, there are tools that have side effects that are known and unknown through isolated synthetic agents and medication. The modern approach encompasses a $6.5 trillion industry. It's global healthcare as we know it. But are we any healthier even with all that money spent? Whereas the natural approach, it addresses your body's needs at the root cause. Essential oils specifically are extracted from plants, and plants work synergistically with our bodies. It's meant to enhance wellness, not just put a band-aid on it, and it is safe. It has benefits and no side effects. We call them side benefits. And today we're going to be talking about a lot of things, but I want to preface this class with you want to do the best you can until you know better. And then when you know better, you do better. So, lifestyle responsibility. Some of us might be familiar with this Foundations for Wellness pyramid of sorts, where it lists out different components in the wellness pyramid. And we're going to be talking about this wellness pyramid a lot today. What if it were simple to live a healthy long life? What would that actually look like? And in my mind's eye, and what I have seen to be effective is being proactive versus just reactive. There are going to be times where you're going to be reactive to things as you go because life is life. But being proactive lets you lay a strong foundation and give your body and your whole body, your whole health, your mind, your spirit, your emotions, all of it, the best chance at being, like as we say, in homeostasis. Okay. And just to point out, there is no synthetic product that will put your body into homeostasis. All right. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you actually a lot of questions today. And feel free to put any questions that you might have in the chat. I'll try to get to them as we go. But I'm going to ask you, what is keeping you from living your best life? Are you lacking energy? Are you not getting enough sleep? Are you not getting good quality sleep? Because there's a difference. Is your mood off? Is there excess weight, body composition that is hindering you from living your best life? Are you dealing with brain fog, stress, anxiety, overwhelm, all the things? If you said yes to any of this, just take a step back and take a look at what those items are. There's something that these things have in common, and they're all linked to aging. Okay. In our community, we've talked about metabolic health a lot. Now, if you're not familiar with metabolic health, I'm going to explain it a little bit today. This is a sad stat, but it's unfortunately, hopefully jarring to you because only 6.8% of the US population is considered cardiometabolically healthy, that they have optimal metabolic health. Most don't even realize that their health isn't optimal. Over a third of Americans have what we call metabolic syndrome, which is you have three of the following: high blood sugar, low levels of HDL, which is the good cholesterol, high levels of triglycerides, large waist circumferences, and or high blood pressure. Poor metabolic health had contributed to an increase in mortality during the pandemic. And it was because their bodies, those people's with were more susceptible to getting sick. So I want to ask you, is it possible to reverse our biological age? Is there a fountain of youth somewhere? Is there some spring that we can drink water from that will then age backwards? No, there isn't. But my answer to the question is yes, because you're going to be working on your metabolic health. You're going to be eating mindfully, managing your stress, getting good quality sleep, and moving your body. You're going to have healthy relationships because community and relationships affect your health tremendously. And you're going to supplement with intention and strategically for your particular case. So my journey. So this was like in the beginning, it took me 6 months to see a huge impact. I started seeing the benefits of my change in routine after 2 weeks. But after 6 months, there was a huge shift. After a year, an even bigger shift. And I'm now a year and a half in. And while I have stuck to a good routine and I've fallen off of a good routine too, and I'm getting back on, my tools and my habits have really made a difference in my overall health and wellness. And I'm not just talking about physically, as you could see here in the photos, but I'm also talking about mentally and emotionally, how I feel about myself, how I feel about life, my energy levels, all the things. I feel like I'm going to date myself here and welcome to the club if you get what I'm saying. But remember that movie, Stella Got Her Groove Back? Well, this was me getting my groove back because after the pandemic and after so many things that were affecting me physically, mentally, and emotionally, I really feel like I got that pep back in my step. And this is kind of a snapshot. I was really trying to encompass what my daily routines look like. And here's the thing, I am not one to say I have a strict daily routine. I have a very flexible routine that encompasses habits, not rules. They're not hard and fast rules. They are a collection of habits that flex and move with me as my life does. So we'll start here in the morning. I wake up, I do school drop off. In the mornings, my supplement routine is where I do a bulk of it, from my vitamins to my probiotics, to my Meta Power, which I'll get into in a minute, my collagen and my essential oil supplement. That is usually done before, on my way, and at drop off. Like I am literally at school drop off, making my collagen in the shaker bottle as I kiss and hug my babe goodbye. And so if I can, this is something I have personally fallen off the train over, is I like to get my workout first thing in the morning. Because I'm the type of person, if it doesn't happen in the morning first thing, it usually doesn't happen. And so I like to incorporate my electrolytes, my deep blue, my tools to help make that happen. And then my work day is the bulk, like, of the middle, right? Stress management tools. I love coffee. I love the taste of coffee, but I don't love the crash from coffee. So I've learned to seek out other tools like my essential oils and supplements that help me get that 3 o'clock pick me up when I need it. And then I pick the babe back up. We're back home from school. We're doing homework. We're doing dinner. So I have, tools for that. Then it's bedtime. I have my skincare routine and then my bedtime routine. So I'm going to talk you through all of that in this class today. So let's open up my wellness toolkit. We're going to start at the bottom of that wellness pyramid, that foundation for wellness, which is nutrition and digestion. Now, we're going to do a couple check-ins today, right? So I'm going to ask you, do you feel any of these symptoms here on the left? Do you experience insomnia, brain fog, anxiety, mood swings, lower immune system? Were you always getting sick this past winter? Hormonal imbalance, other chronic health issues? Then you may be lacking some key nutrients, some key foundational nutrients. And I love the LLV, the Lifelong Vitality, if you're not familiar with it, because it fills in all of my nutritional gaps. I'm going to touch upon it lightly. If you are part of our community, we have an entire class recording just on the LLV as well as an ebook. So make sure you reach out to whoever sent you here today and they can connect you with that link. But the LLV, surprisingly enough, most people are surprised by this, it's our #1 selling product. It is fueled by essential oils, but it is not an essential oil, and it's our #1 selling product. So that is a huge indication that we're doing something right with it. So we have our Microplex VMZ, which is 22 vitamins and minerals, literally filling in those gaps that you are not able to get because in this day and age, we're not able to eat nutrient dense enough foods to be able to check all those boxes. Then Alpha CRS has antioxidants, cellular support, and then our omegas. Our omegas are fish and plant-based omegas without the fish burps. Super important to me because I cannot stand those fish burps. And this trio right here is what really lays a strong foundation for me. Now, probiotics. This is our new probiotic line. I was taking the PB Assist before this came out, which is a very similar product, but it's a step up. Now, it is a huge thing that when people complain about their skin, when people complain about their energy, their brain fog, a lot of that starts in the gut. So taking a daily probiotic supplement is one of the best ways to support your whole body's microbiome. If you're dealing with eczema, if you're dealing with any topical skin issues, a lot of that can be addressed through addressing the gut. And so these two products are different, but both have the same goal of creating a healthy flora within the gut. So you have your PB Restore, which is in the bottle. The green capsule or capsule with green contents in it, if you've seen any of my photos. I love this. I love the PB Restore personally. It has helped me tremendously, not just with like my skin, but also with mood, okay, and being regular. Everybody needs to poop regularly. I'm just saying that right now. PB Assist, the little packets, that is for the whole family. My daughter takes them. I take them from time to time. And she's handing me a little packet. It's so easy. They're like a pixie stick. Literally throw them back. Do you like them, Mila? Are we good? So I take these once in a while to diversify my gut flora because it does have different strains. That's what's in the Restore. Reach out to the person that sent you here today if you have questions about which one's right for you. We do have a comparison chart, but I want to focus on Restore for a minute because let's compare. So PB Restore, in comparison to a lot of the probiotics, like the really popular probiotics on the market, it blows everything out of the water. The amount of strains, the amount of diverse strains that are available, the fact that PB Restore offers a probiotic, a prebiotic, postbiotic, and fat phages. It's super important to have that diversification in your probiotic for many reasons. And, I'm not here, this class is not going to just be about, the supplements, but if you want to dive deeper into the supplements, these are one tool. Like this particular one is one tool in my toolbox. I have an entire ebook just on the probiotic line. So we laid our strong foundation of nutrition and digestion. Digestion can also be addressed if you have indigestion. If you have tummy issues, probiotics are important, but you want to also have supplements that help support the symptoms that come along with lactose intolerance, gluten intolerance, which I feel like everybody has right now, those two things. We have an amazing product called Terrazyme. I use those religiously, as well as like if you or yourself know someone with IBS, our peppermint soft gels are double coated or double enteric coated so that it reaches down to the lower intestine. So important when addressing IBS and really digestive issues that happen in the lower intestines. We're going to move next to the next level of the nutrition, or to the foundations of wellness, which is going to be movement and metabolism. Okay. Anybody have any questions? I'm going to do a quick check-in. Are we good? Okay. So MetaPower system. If you know me or have followed me for any period of time, you know how much I love MetaPower. And it's because this packet, this collagen packet right here, along with the other components of the MetaPower system, were the catalyst to truly change my life. They were the catalyst to make over my entire metabolic health. And so MetaPower system, I'm going to go over it in a few slides, but it includes 3 parts. The first part being the oil. And the oil comes in different delivery systems. It comes in a soft gel. It comes in an oil bottle that you can just add to your water, which I did. And then there is MetaPower Assist, which is helpful for balancing your blood sugar. Now, if you have PCOS, if you are struggling with weight management, with body composition management, you need MetaPower Assist to help deter your blood sugar from spiking and crashing. I'll explain why in a minute. And then my beloved collagen. I tried collagen, I've tried many, many collagens on the market. None perform this way. And I'll show you why. So remember the oil, the science doesn't lie. Not only does it help curb cravings, but it helps to flatten fat cells. So when you think about my journey in particular, I changed body composition, and it's not necessarily because I lost weight. I want to make that clear. It's not a weight loss system. I changed the structure and the composition of my fat cells. The MetaPower Metabolic Blend prevents the fat cell from depositing fat cells and storing them, because that's what normally happens, the lipids, right? We all have fat cells, and how we look is determined by how mature or full those fat cells are. And MetaPower Blend has been scientifically proven through many clinical studies that it helps prevent those fat cells from maturing. Yes, please. So MetaPower Assist. When I talked about balancing your blood sugar, there's 2 key ingredients in here aside from the MetaPower Blend, which are mulberry leaf extract and berberine. If you struggle with let's say insulin resistance, or you're struggling with your blood sugar levels, you need MetaPower Assist. It helps to curb those crashes, because every time your blood sugar spikes and crashes, your body is under stress. And when your body's under that really harsh crash and stress, it kills off cells. It helps, it basically breaks down your body every single time. And you don't want that. No, thank you. MetaPower Collagen. So this is MetaPower Advantage. It's our collagen plus NMN. Better sleep, more energy, less brain fog. Basically, it lists out all the benefits that counteracts all those struggles we talked about earlier. It has 12 synergistic ingredients, from the MetaPower Blend to marine collagen, which helps to strengthen skin, hair, nails, joints, connective tissues, and supports mobility and flexibility. Red orange fruit extract, phytoceramides, liposomal vitamin C. I love taking this if I, during sick season, if I feel like I'm coming down with something, it really boosts my immune system. Biotin, hyaluronic acid, NADH, NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide. Took me a while to say that, but it's gold, you guys. You want NMN. It helps create more NAD in the body, which is the fountain of that's your fountain of youth right there. It has rose apple fruit extract, sea buckthorn fruit extract, and there's Veterol. But if you think about all those different ingredients, I've seen them on the shelves, right? We've seen marine-based collagen, we've seen NMN, but they all cost a pretty penny. When you cost out each individual ingredient, not even taking in consideration yet how they're sourced, how they're created, their efficiency, their efficacy, their, the company's values as far as whether these are quality ingredients. We're not taking those into account. I'm just looking at bottom line and price. When you total that up, it's over $360 before inflation. Okay. One box has 30 sachets, and that is typically a 30-day supply, $84.50. And you can get it even cheaper, honestly, if you do cart and cart. So if you are a current customer and you don't know what cart and cart is, you can shop a product like MetaPower Advantage and add other products to it, like more MetaPower Advantage or PB Restore or LLV. You can put cart and cart and get them at below wholesale pricing, which if you still don't understand that, it's kind of like you have to wrap your head around it a little bit. Ask the person that sent you here today, because that is the best way to shop on the LRP. But let's compare. We're going to do a lot of comparing today, like I said, right? doTERRA's collagen blows the other collagens out of the water. From the types of collagen, there's 9 types in our MetaPower Advantage. And what each type does is it addresses a different part of the body. One type addresses joints, one type addresses brain health, one type skin, hair. So we have 9 types. So we're addressing 9 different like points in the body, which some of these Arbonne doesn't do any of that, or doesn't have any type of collagen. Interesting. Vital proteins, which most people shop at Costco, only has 1, and a lot of other junk. I can go down that rabbit hole, but ask us for the MetaPower Advantage, or no, the MetaPower System class. We have a recording and an ebook for that as well. And this new product, I am so excited about our electrolytes. I have always looked for an electrolyte that didn't taste like artificial sugar. Like, I can't do sucralose. Like fake sugars are not my jam. This packet right here, it's liquid. You can't hear it, but this is liquid. Just for comparison, this is powder. This liquid you add to about 16 ounces of water, and it's genius. We're going to actually do an entire class tomorrow. My friend Katie is teaching an entire class just on hydration. So make sure you attend that one. But electrolytes in general, approximately 75% of the globe is dehydrated. Water isn't enough. Like, you can still be dehydrated and drink all the water. MetaPower Advantage is not just an electrolyte, just like our collagen is not just a collagen. Have you seen the trend here yet? We like to stack ingredients. So this particular electrolyte comes in 2 flavors. There's wild strawberry, lemon lime, and it helps to improve cellular hydration, facilitates water transport between cells, provides balanced ratios of the 6 key ingredients. In these packets, you guys, you get potassium, sodium, magnesium. If you have a magnesium deficiency, so many people do, this is going to be an amazing supplement for you. Calcium, chloride, phosphate. It has 75 deep ocean minerals, and these are sourced. Like, all the ingredients are sourced with the utmost care, because it's a doTERRA product. There's no denying it. GMO-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, preservative-free, and free of artificial ingredients. Let's compare. So LMNT is one that was super popular, or has been super popular as an option. Body Armor, Powerade, Gatorade, Liquid IV. But if you look at this chart, so many more options. There's so many more ingredients in these 2 packets than these other ones, and they taste so much better. So much better. My daughter is an athlete, and the go-to for most kid athletes is Gatorade. It's quick, it's easy, but it's also filled with sugar, artificial coloring, food dyes, and these are not. I simply throw a few of these in their mountain bike bag or on a softball game day, and I throw it into a water bottle, some ice, you're good to go. It is such a great product. Now, some people have asked me about Happy Juice. It's a product that was released, and it's supposed to lift mood. It's supposed to do a bunch of things, but to be honest, when I look at the ingredient stack in it, it doesn't have a lot of great things that would justify how much it's costing. So it's $163.95, but that's a month, you guys, a month. But you can get way more benefits from using our collagen, our electrolyte, and our probiotic. When we're talking about energy boosting, if you're fatigued, you're really needing to address your body and your energy from the inside out. So laying that strong foundation with the LLV, making sure you're getting your collagen in, you're hydrated, and your gut flora is healthy. Super important. This is one of my favorite pick-me-ups. So in the afternoon, if I need, like, I'm like, oh, I could use a coffee. I mean, we've all been there, right? Like it's 3, 4 o'clock. I'm like, oh, if I drink a coffee now, I'm not going to sleep tonight. Like, those little memes or what have you, where it's like this woman goes like, I'm gonna have a coffee and I'll totally fall asleep later. And then it pauses and you're like, no, she did not go to sleep later. She stayed up till 2 a.m. That's what caffeine does to me. So Mito to Max has always been a mainstay for me as far as like a quick pick me up, but it got reformulated and it's so good. It's even better. So key benefits would include energy, increased basal metabolic rate, VO2 max, clinically tested to increase metabolism, reduce fatigue, and support healthy inflammatory response. Yes, yes, and yes. The new ingredients, if you're familiar with the old one, the new ingredients include COQ10 as well as PQQ. And these are like spark plugs or fuel for the mitochondria, which is our energy powerhouse. It's the engines of the cell, as we like to call them. This is coming out soon-ish. Don't quote me. I'm hoping by next month, but I'm not quite sure. But once it does, you need it. You need it in your arsenal and in your toolkit. Okay, now, next level in the foundation of wellness. We're talking rest and manage stress. So let's check in, everybody. I want you to ask yourself the following questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale of 0 to 10, I should say, with 0 being not at all and 10 being a big problem, like this is a big problem, how often are you aware of being stressed in your daily life? Think about it. How concerned are you about the quantity and quality of your sleep? How frequently do your emotions feel difficult to manage appropriately? On average, most people are at like a 7 to a 9 from what I've gathered, like through just conversations. There's this tiny control center in our brain called the hypothalamus. And when stressed, it orders the brain to send out the stress hormones. Cortisol, right? If you've heard of cortisol, you know it's something that you don't want to be raised. You don't want them. You want those levels down. It's designed to protect you, the hypothalamus. However, frequent or prolonged stress brings devastating effects on physical and mental well-being. And we want to be able to avoid chronic stress because symptoms of chronic stress include irritability, anxiety and depression, headaches, insomnia, poor immune function, always getting sick, and increased blood pressure. 70% of problems sleeping are related to psycho or psychological issues, 15% being environmental, 15 medical. Increased cortisol levels means melatonin levels will not be able to rise as they should normally for a restful sleep. We don't want that, okay? But we do want to understand stress a little bit more. Stress can come from generally being overwhelmed, not feeling supported as we should be, burnt out, or feeling like we are being controlled. Now, that while stress can't be cured or taken away because life is life, right? It's not magic. Like there's no magical like thing that we can do to take that away. There are a few things that we can do. But it's first things first is you want to recognize the signs of stress and burnout. But how do you support your body? Okay. We want to think about looking at those symptoms that I talked about earlier, like the fatigue. Is it really like you're tired? Are you not getting enough rest? Is stress really like getting to you? You want to manage your stress so that the other symptoms can fall off. Meaning, say you're checking all your boxes, you're taking your vitamins, you're supplementing, you're moving your body, but you're still tired. Stress can do a number on your physical health. So these are like my top tools for stress management throughout the day. We are going to talk about Adaptive, my best friend. Adaptive Essential Oil Blend comes in a straight oil bottle. It's an essential oil blend of various oils, as well as a roller bottle, which is a combination of the Adaptive Blend and fractionated coconut oil. It's literally ready to roll. And then the Adaptive Calming Capsules. This line helps with adapting to stressful situations or acclimating to new surroundings. You want to take one capsule daily to combat stress, tension, and occasional anxious feelings. But I love adaptive specifically for focus when dealing with overwhelm. When you have a to-do list a mile long, when you're juggling work and school and all the things, adaptive helps to calm the chaos so that you can have laser focus. Copaiba, which is similar to, if most people are familiar with CBD, it is the essential or like the CBD of essential oils. It works on a different receptor site in comparison to CBD on your cells and in your body. But copaiba comes in the oil, the straight oil, in a fractionated in a diluted roller with fractionated coconut oil and in soft gels. It supports the nervous, cardiovascular, immune, digestive, and respiratory system. You take one soft gel as needed. I prefer taking 1 to 2 drops straight under my tongue. When it comes to stress and managing that overwhelm and wanting to just like chill, literally chill, copaiba is my best friend. I even combine copaiba and adaptive as a combo for relaxing, but also having focus. Then one of our newer blends that was released this last year is Shinrin-yoku. It's our forest bathing blend. It contains essential oils, which are rich in terpenes and phytonicides, which are the constituents released by trees, and so various trees. And these constituents create calming and grounding environments when diffused. People love wearing them. Like the roller bottle is used a lot as a personal aroma. I love layering it with jasmine. It's one of my favorite blends together. But this blend has been proven to lower cortisol levels, which is what we want, right? You can roll on the skin while meditating or journaling or while driving through traffic or while trying not to lose your mind because you're dealing with XYZ. And you can wear it as a personal aroma. You can wear all of these as a personal aroma. I do combine adaptive and copaiba. We have other oil blends that are great for balancing stress and managing stress, like Balance, Wild Orange. But these ones are my favorites personally. One thing I wanted to talk about is that the oils and the supplements are not a quick fix. They're a tool. They're going to be a tool in your toolbox. So these are 5 ways to help stress and mood. Box breathing. So I'm going to demonstrate box breathing. I'm going to do a quick demo. You can incorporate oils into this, but the idea is that you are creating a box, 4 sides, right? And you inhale to the count of 4. So inhale. You're holding for 4. Exhaling for 4, and try to hold your lungs empty for 4. You do that a couple times, you will be amazed at how much better you feel after it. And it's a tool that adults can use, and it's a tool that kids can use. My daughter uses this tool, and it's a great tool for overwhelming feelings. Number 2, stop and smell the oils. I'm always going to be like, you need an oil for that, because there is an oil for that. But the scent molecules and essential oils, they travel from the olfactory nerves directly to our brain and especially affect the amygdala, which is the emotional center of the brain. So in order to help manage stress and uplift mood, essential oils are a beautiful tool that is natural and safe. You can put them in a diffuser, like I said, or you could do a palm balm by putting essential oils into your palm, rubbing them, cupping your nose, and inhaling, and even combining that with box breathing. Moving your body. Exercise can be a great stress reliever because it helps you blow off steam, but also, like a mini dance party in the kitchen, or just running around, moving your arms, running like through the house like Phoebe from Friends, like that'll all help you clear your mind. Number 4, proper supplementation. We've talked about like laying that strong foundation, making sure that you are filling in all your gaps, and then getting plenty of good quality sleep. So how much should I sleep? Okay, how much is realistic? So a newborn sleeps about 16 hours a day, a 1-year-old about 12 with those couple of naps. School-age kids should be sleeping 10 to 11 hours a night. Adolescents, 8 to 10 hours a night. When adolescence, this is when the brain starts stretching, reorganizing, and maturing. So it's really important to try to get good sleep habits from an early start, because during the adolescent stage, sleep patterns tend to start changing because of all the changes happening in their brain. As an adult, you should be getting about 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. And because of being an adult, deep sleep happens less. So if I'm only realistically going to get 6 or 7 hours, I need to make sure those are solid 6 to 7 hours. And these are my best friends when it comes to sleep. This is the Serenity Sleep System plus an addition. This is like a whole family lineup. So the Serenity Restful Blend is the essential oil blend. I diffuse that or make it into a roller, whatever you feel most comfortable with. But I say start diffusing this 20 minutes before bed. Number two, the soft gels. So I cannot take melatonin. It does not agree with me. But if you take the Serenity Soft Gel, the hero ingredients are the lavender essential oil, L-theanine, tart cherry. Now, tart cherry is like blown up on TikTok and Instagram, and people are making Sleepy Girl mocktails, which is ridiculous to me because when I watch those videos, I'm like, first of all, you're using tart cherry juice, which has a ton of sugar, but okay. And then you're adding in magnesium, and then, oh, you're going to put some sweetened carbonated water in there. Is that really good for you? That's another conversation. But the Serenity Soft Gel, because it has tart cherry extract, it actually it encourages and has the body produce more melatonin naturally. It does not provide synthetic melatonin for the body. It encourages the body to produce melatonin so you fall asleep and stay asleep. Step 3 is a fan favorite in our house. It's the Serenity Stick. It has valerian root extract with it as well. The stick combines these two things, the Serenity Blend and valerian, and it creates this just like calming ambiance from the smell, but also it penetrating into your body. Because it does, like Serenity has lavender, and our lavender is pharmaceutical grade, and it truly does help the body rest, along with the vetiver, along with the cedarwood and ylang ylang. That we've gone through one every month since it's come out. Talking about the soft gel again, these are the ingredients. If you're not familiar with L-theanine, L-theanine is a non-protein amino acid that's typically found in green tea. It has been studied for the calming effects on the nervous system. And then there's other botanical extracts like German chamomile, lemon balm, and passion flower. And these are some of the most soothing and relaxing botanicals in nature. Above all, aside from having those tools in your wellness toolkit or on your bedside table, you want to focus on good sleep hygiene. And this includes behaviors and habits that make the environment healthy, and help you set the stage for a good night's rest. So lessening screen time, no caffeine, all the things to help you, get that quality sleep with your tools. All right, guys. So reducing toxicity. This is a bigger topic. This is a whole class on itself, but I'm going to do a quick check-in on you, okay? Do you have any of these symptoms? Chronic fatigue, trouble sleeping, poor memory, brain fog, like these are repeated, right? Allergies, asthma, headaches, skin issues, eczema, acne, developmental issues, digestive issues, diseases, cancers, painful periods, mood swings, PCOS, infertility, hormonal imbalance, insulin resistance. Toxic overload may and is most likely the main contributing factor. We've grown up in a generation where we had Glade plugins, scented trash bags, Gain, Downy, all the things that have synthetic fragrances constantly touching our skin, constantly being exposed to our bodies. And our toxic load matters. Okay. Let me go back real quick here. So the sum of the toxic substances in your body accumulated within your body over time and the burden that they place on your organs, that's what toxic load is. And we're going to talk about how to lessen that. When functioning properly, because I've been asked about this, like, doesn't your liver and your kidney filter out all the junk? It does. It's an amazing miracle our bodies are, right? Your kidneys and your liver are supposed to do that. And they're great at doing that, except when the load is more than what your kidneys and liver can handle. And that's when it gets scary. That's when things start to show up in the body as far as symptoms. But the great news is you have control over what you bring into your home and what you bring into your life. I'm going to touch upon the cleaning products. Swap out your cleaning products. That is, we're here to talk about women's metabolic health. What's under your kitchen cabinet to clean your counters matters. What you're cleaning your dining table with, what you're washing your dishes with, what you're washing your hands with and sanitizing your hands with, that all leads to increased energy in the long term. Healthy lifestyle will result in a healthy life, plain and simple. We have an amazing cleaning product line from the Abode to the On Guard. It's like turnkey, easy to use. I actually have this is the glass bottle that doTERRA sells, and you can buy the concentrate and refill it and then simply add water. If you're familiar with Branch Basics or any of that, such a great and like more effective, I want to say, and better smelling alternative. And the Abode cleaning concentrate is actually on sale this month. I'm stocking up on that actually. That just reminded myself about that. So another way to reduce the toxic load in your home is swapping candles for diffusers. This is an easy swap. I used to work for Anthropologie. I was a visual merchandiser, and every time the volcano candles went on sale, I bought like 6. I stocked up on those suckers until finally I started realizing, like, oh, my headaches are linked every time I light up that candle. I wonder why. There are rainbows coming across my face. We have a little faceted crystal in the window that spins and the sun's coming in, so just ignore those. But yes, diffusers are a great way to swap out. If you haven't gotten started with essential oils and you don't have an account yet, we have a new member kit that is pretty awesome, and it replaces those Glade plugins that you have in your home. Reach out to me or whoever sent you to this class to talk more about that. They're amazing. It's a plug-in diffuser, and it comes with our top smelling oils. But if you do have a diffuser at home and you would like a copy of doTERRA's diffuser guide, go ahead and scan this QR code. It's a great little guide that has so many diffuser recipes for different moods, different feelings, all the things. They did a really great job with this. And then our community is awesome. I am a huge fan of our essential oil and wellness community because we create resources like this. This is our transfer buying guide. It helps walk you through every room and facet of your life and tells you what doTERRA offers that you could simply switch out for. Because a lot of the, questions we get about natural wellness or essential oils is that like, oh, it's a budget issue. I really want it, but it's a budget issue. You're already buying toothpaste. You should just get the better quality one, which doTERRA does have. I love our On Guard toothpaste in the evening, and then our Super Mint toothpaste in the morning. But reach out to your wellness consultant to grab this guide because it's a must. Now, I'm being a little silly here, but point of view. I don't want Botox, but I also don't want to look like a raisin. Me. So skincare starts from the inside and from the inside out. It's a complete system when you're thinking about skincare. So our collagen, like I talked about earlier, our probiotic, super important for skin. And then skincare also means sun care. So making sure that you're wearing sunscreen year round, even in the winter, like even if there's no sun out, the UV rays still cut through the clouds, and it's super important to protect your skin. And then like our top skincare products, I use a good amount of our skincare products. like our Euro Palm, our essential skincare collection. I love our face wash from this line. The Virage skincare, it's a great like multi-purpose skincare line that helps with youthful looking skin. The essential skincare line has a little bit more products in the line that help with anti-aging. Um, and then the HD Clear is great for adolescents or anyone dealing with acne. It uses essential oils, like quick hack. If you have tea tree at home and you've got a pimple staring at you in the mirror, just add a little tea tree to that. It should take care of it like that. And then this was released last year, but our Rose Duet. So our Rose Hydrosol Mist and the Moringa Oil, Rose Oil are coming back this spring. You want to stock up on it. I'm on my last bottles. I can't wait. I use this every day. My daughter keeps bringing me the products. This spray. Okay. I need a little, so good. Okay. I'm going to stop talking about that because it's really good because I really want to talk about this. Okay, let me check the comments really quick. So the transfer buying guide, Jessica. Okay, if you can't find it, reach out to me. And then Isai, I think that's how you pronounce your name. Sorry if I butchered that. Reach out to me too, DM me or reach out to the person that sent you to this class, and then they can get you the link to that transfer buying guide. But like you need this hydrosol mist and the moringa oil. Like you need it. But this is what I'm super excited about. Okay, I love Yarrow Palm. Love, love, love Yarrow Palm. We are releasing for a limited time revitalizing eye masks. They go right under your like little eye patches and they have Yarrow Palm in it. They also have what's it called? I cannot pronounce this, but they have other ingredients like caffeine, rose extract, biocellulose mask. The actual mask itself is completely biodegradable, but it has ingredients that support firmness, elasticity, smoothness, and radiance, and help to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. I am all about this, and I cannot wait. Like when this comes out, you better believe I am stocking up on this. My daughter's like, are you gonna get 1,000 of them? I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get 1,000 of them. Sunscreen. So quick, like I have a whole class on sunscreen and a whole ebook. So make sure you reach out to the person that I know I keep saying that, but like we have ebooks on all of these topics. But chemical versus mineral. I grew up using chemical sunscreen. That was what was popular. It's usually sprays on clear. It's designed to absorb the UV rays, and whereas mineral sunscreen is designed to reflect the UV rays. The problem with chemical sunscreen is that your body will absorb what you put on it. So if you're using chemicals, that is what your body's absorbing. But the mineral-based sunscreen, it's always been hard prior to our sunscreen launch. It's always been hard for me to find a sunscreen that, fully absorbed, that actually, felt good on my skin, that smelled good. And our sunscreen hits the mark, you guys. I use it year round. I use our daily face moisturizer sunscreen underneath my makeup every day. Put it on my daughter as well. We use the sun stick year round because it's super easy and it lives in all of our backpacks. But during the summer, like this is in our beach bag for sure. The face and body spray, the lotion sometimes, but then the after sun spray is magical for restorative health for your skin. Now, when it comes to women's health, everything that I've talked about so far matters, right? But if you want to target specific things like your estrogen, so there's a phytoestrogen lifetime complex that we have, and it supports hormone balancing gently and naturally for pre and perimenopausal women. You ideally want to take 1 or 2 capsules daily with food or as needed. But we also have a bone nutrient lifetime complex. Women need a calcium supplement, but you better believe it needs to be a quality supplement, because when we talk about supplements across the board, we want to make sure your body is actually absorbing it, that it's bioavailable, that your body can pull the good nutrients from it and not just create expensive pee. Reality there. When it comes to health and hormones as well, Claricom is a blend that we have in this roller format. And Claricom is a blend of essential oils that is specifically chosen for women. Like if you are perimenopausal, premenopausal, you're experiencing hot flashes, this is great to put on the back of your neck. If you are dealing with menstrual cramps, it's great across the abdomen and across your back. But also, when it comes to health, women's health and hormones, you want to balance your blood sugar, which the MetaPower system does. Blood sugar balance is crucial for overall health, but more so, it is a high topic, like it is a topic that you want to pay attention to if you are dealing with your metabolic health and your like insulin resistance or any PCOS symptoms. Um, Hormonal imbalance can cause fluctuations in blood sugar levels, which can have significant impact on your health and vice versa. Spikes of the blood sugar can wreak havoc on female hormones. All right, being healthy is a lifestyle choice. Okay, so we've talked about all the levels of the foundations of wellness, and I think it's really important to take a look at it and how you can incorporate, not just doTERRA products, but products in general that are going to address each level and really truly support your whole health. That's a lot of information I literally just threw at everybody, right? But where do we start? Education, informed choices, and tools to thrive. You are here today. You are listening to me talk. You're listening to me talk about all these things and absorbing this information. That is the first step. Okay. I do want to point out you cannot supplement or oil your way to good health, but you can support your body by filling in the gaps and creating space for growth. So choosing organic vegetables when possible, eating the rainbow and eating seasonally, committing to your personal education. You're here. Pat yourself on the back for that. Tapping into resources like those provided by our community, and then asking for guidance from your wellness advocate. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people. I am not the only person in my friend group, but there's very few of us that actually read the labels on products, that really care what's in our products that are touching our skin, that's in our homes. And sometimes when you're the only one in your friend group, it can feel lonely. But that's what I love about our wellness community with Obsessed with Essentials, is that you are here with other like-minded women and men who want to, want natural tools to thrive. And then lastly, you want to have these tools at your disposal. You want them in your hands. You want to know about this stuff. Yes, that's why you're here learning. But these products and items in your toolkit won't do you any good if they're not in your hands. So when thinking about your routine, okay, put yourself like in these bubbles. What does your day look like? What time do you wake up? What's going on throughout the day? How can you support yourself? Literally by failing to prepare, sorry, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So you want to do as much prep work as possible, whether that means prepping your supplements ahead of time, packing them in your bags ahead of time, mapping out your day in this way or whatever way makes sense to you, and really filling in those gaps where you see them. You want to live your most powerful life, and that is going to be with tools like the ones I shared with you today. So now I encourage you to go pack up your wellness toolkit, fill it with the things that are really going to help you with the energy levels, with your skin, with your, with all the things that has to do with aging. When we think about aging, it's not just like you're getting older, but your body is shifting and changing, and you want to meet it where it's at. I am healthier with more vitality today than I was in my 20s. And that is a lot to say, right? But I really do encourage you to find your most powerful self and truly help support your body where you're at right now and find these tools to thrive. And I think it's really important to pay attention as a woman in today's day and age, as we try to do everything, as we try to juggle it all. We take care of everybody around us, whether you have kids or not. We tend to take care of everybody around us, and we are the last persons to be taken care of, or the last person to be taken care of. But you have control over that. You have a choice about what you bring into your home, what you put into your routine, and what you do with your life. So I hope you choose wisely, and please reach out with any questions. And actually, I'm going to open it up for questions. Let me check the chat. Feel free to unmute yourself. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay. So let's see, the guide, we answered that. So essential skincare line is definitely has more anti-aging products like the eye cream and the skin tightening serum, which is amazing. Like there's different components of that line that help with focus on like fine lines and sunspots and things of that nature. Um, and then I can send you the diffuser blend. That's no problem. Joy. Okay, so anyone have any questions today? Stop recording.